This is Tatiana Montes. She goes to Hofstra University. We're going to be interviewing her on her musical endeavors. What type of singing do you do?
The type of singing that I do currently is musical theater, but I've had some training in classical music, so I do both.
Why did you start singing?
I don't really have a particular reason for why I started singing. It's just when I was 3, it was a thing that occurred kind of in my house while I was listening to music. I just started singing along, and so I just started singing, and then I got more into it as I went into elementary school.
How did you learn to sing? Any coaching?
Yeah, I had coaching in more of middle school and in high school. I started singing in elementary school just for fun, and then in middle school I got really into it when I joined choir. And then in high school I went to performing arts school, so I did more vocal there.
Do you perform in public? Where did you perform?
In high school, more of my performances took place there. We did a lot of musicals in school. We did Footloose, Little Shop, and Rent. And then we did shows at Lincoln Center for our choir. And then I came here and I did Little Shop again at Hofstra. So yeah, I performed for the public.
Who are your musical influences and your favorite musicians?
I have one music influence, and that's Prince. And I don't know, I just love him.
Do you practice, and for how long?
I do practice. Most of the time it happens when I have a vocal coach, and when we practice together it's about an hour long for our class together. And then if I'm actually doing something, I practice for maybe 30, 45 minutes a day if I have the time.
Do you get nervous before or during performances?
I get more nervous before the performance because you can hear the chatter of the people in the audience, so it makes you notice that this is actually a real moment that's going on and you're about to actually perform for other people. So that's the only time I get nervous. Until I get on stage, then it's better because I can see everyone. So.
Do you have any advice to get over nervousness?
The way that we did it in my school currently, when I was in a trio, so right before we went on stage, we kind of had a pep talk, and we told each other that we're gonna do well, and that whatever happens, just get through it, and that helped our nerves because we felt better about ourselves, and just right before we went on stage.
How do you handle mistakes during a performance?
The way that I handle my mistakes are not the best way. I get really mad at myself because we practice so often that I feel like I shouldn't be making mistakes. So when I do, I kind of curse at myself. I'm like, fuck, or something like that, because I just get really angry. And then I work that section again in my head so that I know what to not do next time.
How do you handle other obligations?
That was really tough this semester personally because I was doing Little Shop, and then I also had class, and then I also had CSA, which is a club that I do, and it was just finding the right time because our rehearsals were from 6:45 till 11 p.m. So that's basically all night. So you just have to make time for certain things. Most of the time it was for homework and whatnot, but if it was for a club, I'd be oh, I can't come to this, or I'll try to come at a specific time right before the meeting or whatever started. So it was just more of prioritizing my time.
Do you have any advice for anyone who wants to start singing or wants to sing?
Yeah. Basically what I've learned from high school is that if people think that you can't do it or that you're not good enough, don't listen. Regardless of what they say, it's how you feel about it. So if you feel like you have the passion for it, go and do it. And even if you feel oh, I don't think that I can do it, you honestly can, because you're the only person that's going to be in your way, regardless of what everyone else says. So just keep doing it, and it'll make you happy in the long run. And that's all that matters, if it makes you happy.
All right, thank you.
Welcome.